Hello!
Yes.
How is everybody tonight?
Just good.
Just to give everyone a heads up, my child is finishing his computer time because someone was watching YouTube videos instead of doing their computer time.
Who was
But
that? I wonder.
it should be less than 10 minutes, I think. So, right? You've got less than 10 minutes left?
I do.
Okay. Are you okay being in frame right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Also, I'm at a new angle for the moment because the computer chair died. It was literally on its last bolt, and that bolt bent. So I will be using this computer chair when he gets out of it, which is not Sam butt friendly. Therefore, I have started the Save Sam's Butt Foundation. You can donate to it at my Coffee Ko
Get the same Sam Butt Foundation money.
So, and it will only exist until I have a new computer chair.
A cool thing about these teeth is that I salivate so much, and it just kind of trickles out of my mouth.
I'm going to take them off, and this is going to be a puddle. And that's why I've tried those teeth once and never again.
Yeah. I keep doing this every year, expecting things to be different, and they never are.
Matt, I'm hearing that for our birthday next year, I need to get you some nice vampire teeth.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, why do I want to spend money on vampire teeth? When am I going to need vampire teeth? And then every year I need vampire teeth. Because I should just bite the bullet and get some good vampire teeth.
If nothing else, you should get them knowing that at least one of the streams you're being
I'll be a vampire. It's such an easy costume if you have the teeth.
These were mine.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
Those are very nice. But can you buy them at a pharmacy? Because I got mine at a pharmacy.
I got mine at a Halloween store.
You can order them
I was
online.
able to buy this, some ibuprofen, some instant ramen. Like, it was all in one trip. So really, this is pretty convenient.
I'm looking over there for chat. Chat's over here. I've got my two set up. I don't have fangs, but I have a lot of eyeshadow dangly things in a dream, so.
You're just not in combat mode right now. That's all.
I'm not in combat mode. That's
you're a chill vampire right now. We're ready to hustle.
Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
Greetings.
I'm playing games for a bit. Hold on. Let me see if I can shrink my. There we go. I have to shrink the chair a little bit so that I'm not hunched over. I'm adjusting everything because I was. Shit. I'll never adjust again, computer, I swear. Because I was in this chair a moment ago, which this chair is actually very Sam butt friendly. However, it's also
the foundation needs more.
Oh, well, we're glad you're playing games. Also, for those in my server or interested in joining my server, Concerned Ape, the creator of Stardew Valley, has said that in the next patch, they will upgrade the multiplayer. So there will be 8 people to a farm. So I want to start a server farm for anybody who wishes to join me there. I will. I plan to do work and chills where it will be work for a sprint, do a day of Stardew Valley, work for a sprint, do a day of Stardew Valley, because the days in Stardew Valley are roughly 20 minutes, so it's a good break.
I was on board for them being 24 hours. And 20 minutes, 24 hours, 20 minutes.
I mean, fair. Yes, a Dracumat. I think you mean Dracubat.
Yeah, it's a bat. Although, to be honest, my teeth look a little more like a piranha than anything.
I was thinking werewolf.
Werewolf a little bit too. But yeah, I feel like I just mainly look like a piranha that directs funerals.
Or a beast from Beauty and the Beast cosplay.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, Belle.
Me and my friends could strip a cow down to the bone in 10 minutes. Legends say.
I got my vampire teeth from when I was in Dracula. Hello. Oh, what does Fox say? Fox said you are just so jazzed about that. Oh, about my foundation? Yes. I expect to get exactly 0 donations, but I am tickled pink by the idea of my foundation, so I will spread it around the world. Also, I just remembered I brought this giant pillow for today. Let's see how much taller it makes me. Oh,
You're immediately entirely out of frame.
I know. Oh, it's so much nicer.
We can see like your feet dangling, and that's it.
I would say no free feet, but like I'm lazy and don't always remember not to put my feet in frame, so I'm sure I'm already on a website somewhere. Somebody I was watching, is it Kenny JD? She was like talking about that. No, it's Swoop. She was talking about that, about how like when she was researching something, she found out, she's like, my feet are on a website and I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my god.
So like, oh no.
Oh no.
I was thinking Bruce from Finding Nemo. Bruce follows you wherever you go, Matt. Fun fact, the reason that Eric's childhood friend / rival in All That Glitters is named Bruce is because, it's not why he's named Bruce. It's the reason Bruce is Eric's childhood friend / rival is because I used the name Bruce, and then when Matt was critiquing it, he was like, this makes me think of the shark from Finding Nemo, and I was like, he must now be a shark merman.
He must.
He is a shark merfolk. It is done. And then it just grew from there.
The legend of Bruce.
He's gonna get his own POV story. I have an idea for it in mind one day. So what did everybody do this weekend? I need to set us up. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. We had a library and grocery shopping weekend.
I was bit by a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little different now.
Just a little.
Other than that, I had
New
some
phase
friends.
of training.
I had some friends over, and we made dinner together, and that was fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then I helped my sister move into her new house once I was invited into it.
As is right and vampiric law.
Yeah.
Who will be using October for Preptober for NaNoWriMo? As y'all may or may not know, I don't do NaNoWriMo because I have so many birthdays in November. But I like knowing who else does it. I always freak myself out when I always freak myself out when I'm going to set up on this computer for the sprint timers and stuff, because I'll hear the beep of somebody popping up and I'll be like, who the fuck is in the stream? Oh, it's me. It's just me. Sorry. Continue, Mimi.
Oh no, I don't often do NaNoWriMo, but I am doing it this year.
Nice.
So I'm just prepping.
For her new standalone. For her new standalone haunted house Spanish Inquisition.
Yes, it's a horror fantasy based on the end of the Spanish Inquisition.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. So I'm hoping to outline it, which is a challenge. I'm a pantser, so we're gonna see what ends up happening. But today I tried out this cotton candy frappuccino at a new coffee shop in my town. I tried it out. They had cotton candy frappuccino, and I was like, yeah, I'll try that. Because sugar, vampires like sugar, right?
Famously.
Yeah.
Blood sugar.
Blood sugar.
Yeah.
We don't produce it on our own anymore.
Yeah. So It tasted like cotton candy with a coffee aftertaste. It was weird.
Oh, they still had coffee in it?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
frappuccino.
no. No.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, I
it was going
drank
to be like what Starbucks does, where they have frappuccinos, and they call them frappuccinos, and then they don't put any espresso in them. And it's like, that's not a frappuccino then. That's what I was
No,
expecting. But
this
yeah.
had espresso. And it was like, you had the cotton candy burst and then the aftertaste, the coffee aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little weird.
That does not sound
But
good.
they have rainbow bagels, and so that's what I'm buying for breakfast tomorrow. Yeah.
Nice. I've never tried a rainbow bagel. I want to try one though. Is it like flavored or is it just food coloring?
It's just food coloring.
Oh, cool.
But it looks pretty cool, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'll buy that.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my dog was.
Oh, I thought you
being
said
grumpy
Matt.
at my cat.
I
said
I heard that too. I heard that.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard it.
I heard it too. I heard that.
Well, no, today
Yeah.
I tried a baguette that was made with charcoal, so it was like jet black. It was really cool and also good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've never had charcoal.
Apparently, charcoal is supposed to be like good for you in small doses.
Yeah, charcoal
It's good for your
ash
skin.
is supposed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like. Yeah, I think charcoal ash is supposed to be good for your skin, and it became like a health trend to put charcoal ash in like everything, and then especially when the goth punk subculture of baking was like, I can make all my food black with this. It overpowers all other colors. So,
okay. Yeah, exactly.
I braided keychains and started prepping for NaNoWriMo. Nice. I went to a farmer's market on Saturday with a friend. I came back with a good haul of veggies. Ooh. Why, thank you. Every Monday, there will be a different dressing up. You can't even see me. I blend into my curtain.
This is so hard to drink.
I want to read, but I'm trying. I'm like watching Matt so carefully.
I'm kind of pulling it off.
You did. I was impressed. Awesome. Preptober. Helped my parents with the property they're building on, then went to the bookstore to write and got all my words in, but I'm going to try and get ahead a little bit this week, so I'm ready tonight. Sweet. Thank you, Sheenie. If I can finish the whip I'm working on right now by the end of the year, I'll be happy. Don't need to try and do it in a single month. Fair enough.
The wine and the plastic really pair well together.
Do they?
No.
First weekend since June that I had nothing, but it was lovely. Sweet. Off to get the kiddos tucked in. Hoping my new planner arrives. Tracking says anytime. I hope your new planner comes in today, and good luck getting the littles sleepy sleep. You two go ahead and introduce thyselves.
Who's first? Is it me?
Me. If you ever want me
me?
to throw Matt into the hot seat so he has to go first at the beginning of the stream, I can do that for you.
No worries. I can do that. Hi, friends. I'm Mimi. I'm a dark fantasy and horror writer working on 2 novels. One is my False Saint Whip, in which the daughter of the saint never inherited the magic she needs to save her village from a horrible disease, only to be abducted by a boy who was kidnapped 11 years prior who believes she is real. And I'm also working on a standalone novel, a horror story based on the end of the Spanish Inquisition, in which the dead don't know they're dead, and their presence among the living causes horrible phenomena to happen. You can find me across social media at Mirav Levy Writes. All my links are below.
And I'm Matt Hollon. I'm a dark fantasy author working on my debut dark fantasy novel. But if you want to read my work, I have The White Harvester, which is a pirate short story featured in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology, alongside 12 other short stories. And you can purchase it on Amazon, on like all those other book purchasing websites. And if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Twitter Instagram, and TikTok. And of course, you can find me here at least once a month.
Matt, you sound like somebody put a pillow over your face.
I'm actively being smothered.
I'm impressed with how well you did.
Ooh.
Let's just close this up even further. Hi, I'm writing Mom Smith at El Nasset on my. I'm writing Mom Smith at El Nasset on my channel. I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. It's October, therefore spooky season, spooky month. So every Monday we're going to be low-key dressing up as something. This week it's vampires. So this is our vampire looks. If you would like to join my server, which is down below, or you can go to my Ko-fi down below.
Here's your money.
Join the $1, thank you, $1 membership tier.
Give Sam money.
If you would like to check out samples of my writing, I have a spooky flash fiction, Until Pizza Do Us Part, that I highly recommend for the spooky season. And then All That Glitters, my Murder, a short story, is also, I say, fairly fitting for the spooky season. What a spooky intro. Yeah. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you. Still learning to talk with them, but we're getting there.
I was supposed to add Violet to somebody's team, and I don't remember which one it was now.
Someone's team?
Storytellers Hearth, which
okay.
I also help host the Storytellers Hearth, and they are doing co-host recruiting at the moment. Our new way to do co-host recruiting is go to the Discord server, or I'll check if it's been posted, and if not, I'll post it to the YouTube community tab, where you you can go in and fill in your co-host availability, or you can look at what host is hosting at a time that would work for you, and try to get matched up that way. Tell them and be like, hey, can I co-host with you, etc. Oh, sorry. The brain fog is strong today. Because my head actively hurts at the moment. But it's on and on, so it's fine. Yo, what? Fox, good sir. I thought my description was fixed. You, child. Turn on the
I wonder
PC.
if Fox could get subtitles for me. Fox, do you think you could provide subtitles for me? I think that would be a good bit if I kept these in for 3 hours and we just had subtitles the entire time.
17?
And instead of writing to it was a let's talk.
Let's talk with our fangs in.
Let's try to talk.
Okay. Sorry. One of the hosts was like, hey, can you add this person to the team chat? And I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that really quick. And then I had almost finished it before it was my turn, but then I had to go. And then I came back and I'm like, what team was it? But it's all good. I figured it out. I found it. Don't yell at you. Why should I not yell at you? Why did I yell at you? Oh.
I need y'all to be really honest with me.
Yeah.
Is me drinking that wine as wet sounding for the rest of you as it was for me?
I don't actually hear it.
Okay, cool.
So you're good.
Awesome, because
unless
that
somebody
was unpleasant for me, so I really hope that none of you could hear it.
I feel that way whenever I'm in a call and I start eating something because the sound carries directly up to my ear, and I'm like,
the screams.
I'm like, can y'all hear that? And they're like, no, what are you doing?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I bet them they're screaming a lot because I'm draining their blood. But they're usually quiet after a couple minutes.
Yeah, usually. Fox says nobody wants to give me the power of subtitles.
Oh my god, you watch Sam streams in the dub and not the sub? That's so embarrassing. You should really watch it in the original sub version. The dub voices just they don't add up. They don't match at all.
No, not at all. I was going to do something for us, and I can't remember what it was. And I just keep looking at this YouTube tab going, what was I doing?
Was it a timer?
I have the timer. I do need to share the
Okay.
timer, though. It's fine. I'll remember eventually. I also need to go in and correct my co-host availability. Because I need to add that I am unavailable for the time that my own stream is up.
Were you going to put something
Yeah,
on the
important.
community tab or the writers or the storytellers?
That's what I oh no, my description. But your thing I also need to do. So yeah, if I zone out and forget what I'm doing, 1, I'm fixing my description, and 2, Storytellers Hearth community tab. These are both things I need to do.
I think I need to do.
Yes, let us give Tina a round, Count Linkula. Let's give Count Linkula a round because she does a great job putting the links in for us. Matt just recently turned. There are many steps and phases to his immortality training. This is his second.
Yeah, I have to do a semester as a vampire.
Yeah.
You know, some people do semesters abroad, some people do internships. I have to be a vampire for mine.
I know, Jess, I know. That's why I have to update it. See, previously I was available because I didn't have my time to stream yet. But now I know when I'm going to stream, so I have to accept that availability. I also have to figure out with my mother if we're going to Boo at the Zoo on Friday or Saturday, because I have to mark that out too. This is why I haven't reached out to anybody yet. It's like, yeah, I say, yeah. What am I doing? Our description. That's what I'm doing. So what will everybody be working on? How is his bats fly out?
Get back in there!
Nobody told you to come out.
Just get back!
Oh, that's what I need to fix. Okay. But yeah, so what is everybody going to be working on? I am going to attempt to work on critiquing Fox's story. And if I decide that my brain is not in good function to do that, I will revise my story, because it does not matter how bad my brain is, I can figure out my writing. Which is a superpower. Hello, this is my kitchen.
I will be working on a series outline. That way I can go into my edit a little more prepared.
I'm gonna watch a documentary on the Spanish Inquisition because I'm simultaneously doing research. Yep. So this one's called Truth About the Spanish Inquisition. I'm like, let's see if I learned something new.
Whenever you do that, they're like, the truth about this. Like, there are some things that legitimately should be titled that, but then other things I'm like, nobody was lying about. Like, we all knew.
There's
So
people walking around like, did you know the Spanish Inquisition was in space? Yeah, people don't tell you that. It was actually in space.
I want before the truth about segment start, I want a segment that is, here are the lies that we will be discussing today.
I've already run into Spanish Inquisition apologists during my research.
Oh no.
What do you mean it wasn't as bad as you think it was?
It was
sir.
All colonization, you think you know how bad it was? It was worse. So. I like so I needed to fix the date in the description, and I was like October, and then looked over and started talking, and then I was like, so what am I doing with this tab? No, right, adding it too. Okay, boxes should be fixed.
I love
I'll be
that.
taking
I guess.
I love that this makes me constantly have to purse my lips. It really makes me look even more gaunt than I already am.
I have to like do a perma smile, or else it'll just pop out. So I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the vampire look.
I'll make my task list first. That way, when my brain wanders, I can just look at my task list and go, I was doing one of these things, and then start doing one of those things until I remember what I was doing. And for those curious, I have received alpha feedback on, or my alpha critique partner feedback on chapters 1 and 2.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm drafting chapter 4. Chapter 3 sits in limbo in Fox's computer. But that's fine because I haven't finished revising chapter 1 or 2. And then yeah, that's going all right. I am fucking rusty as hell, y'all. I'm sure everybody's gone through this at least like once, where you've just taken such a long break from drafting, especially drafting anything long form, that you sit down to do it and you're like, hey, my skills used to be like level 10, now they're level 4. What the fuck happened? I don't actually think mine have deteriorated to that degree, but I am nothing if not dramatic. It mostly sucks because when I see the critiques, and like for some of the critiques, I'm sitting there and I'm going, I knew it. But like, yeah. I didn't want to do another round of self-revision because some of the other things I had already just been going, did I fix it? Did I make it worse? I don't even know. So I'm like, that's why I send it to Fox. And then he tells me what worked and what was, in fact, a no. Literally, one of his critique notes is just nope.
That sounds like my critique.
I'm playing The Sims for a little bit, and then I'll be revising my Octoberween short story, currently called My Demon in Me. I like this name. I need to cut out like 59 words from that, and I'm procrastinating. Murder them. Change some of them with compound words. Cheat the system. I X'd myself out of the stream and then had trouble getting back in, working on my clean literary thriller with nice. I misread that as clean literary Twitter, and I was like, it's a very specific kind of Twitter profile. Love the smoldering. Yes, give us a schmuck.
You know, it's mostly a result of these teeth really starting to cut into my gums.
Ow!
Well, we're going into our first sprint, so
I might transform during that first sprint.
Yeah, just let them go. Let them go. Don't hold those teeth anymore. All right. Who would like to count us down as I get our banners that I
got this.
Forget about all the time now?
1. Ooh. 3. I'll go.
I told you today that I adore your And we're back.
And we're back.
Yes, I was fighting because I put the keyboard. It's like right next to my laptop mouse, so I was like trying to with the mouse all of like this much room.
I put my teeth away.
I can hear.
Yeah. It was a good bit, but yeah. Could not last forever, I'm afraid.
I still have mine in, but I was just like thinking what a horror it was that I couldn't eat or drink with things on. I'm like, oh no.
I texted my mother what day we're going to Boo at the Zoo, and then did my list and started doing a couple admin things.
Nice.
I was also listening to my playlist, and I heard like the beginning of Never Gonna Dance Again, and I was like, why is this on my playlist? That's like doesn't fit the vibe of this playlist. And then the electric guitar riff started, and I was like, it's a rock cover. That makes more sense. I was like, I love that song, but not the vibe this playlist
is it
for.
Seether's cover of it, or was it a different rock band?
No, it's not Seether's cover. Seether's cover also I don't think would fit the vibe of this playlist. Yeah. This playlist is like, well, it's called I Don't Know Yet, and it's basically just my playlist, which is whatever songs I know will strike my fancy regardless of the mood I'm in.
Nice.
I Never Gonna Dance Again is not one of those.
Yeah.
No, it's a rock cover by State of Mind.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
I like them.
Yeah. I would play a little bit of it, but copyright. However, I do recommend them. Any man who can sing rock and make it sound as if they are simultaneously angry and their soul has been ripped to shreds, and they're maybe angry because their soul and heart have been ripped to shreds, they have my heart. I'm like, yes, I will listen to you every day, all day, to sing your woes, your angry woes to me.
I really like their cover of Katy Perry's Rise.
Ooh.
It's quite good. Do recommend.
Oh, I also didn't get a ton done because my husband came in here and had dinner with me.
They also have a good song called Stones.
Stones?
Yeah.
I think I know that one.
I like that one a lot as well.
I just sat on my sleep. Long sleeve problems. Was gonna do something, I don't remember what. Chat, what were you up to? What did you get done?
I, for one, got 507 words, which I think is
nice.
the most I've done in a sprint in a long time.
I think so.
Like, I'm usually like in the 300 word zone.
Haven't you also like usually been revising?
Yeah, I haven't been drafting. So that also lowers the word count. Which this isn't drafting either.
Is a word count murderer.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I'm revising as much as I'm outlining the rest of the series before I edit book one. That way, when I edit book one, I don't do something stupid.
I meant usually you're revising, but today you're drafting your outline. So. Go ahead, Mimi.
I started the documentary, like none of it was stuff that I learned. I'm like, I know this already.
No.
Why did I spend 20
you can't trust them.
The truth, and I'm like, yeah, I know this. And so then I started beta reading this manuscript that I promised to read, and that's where I would left off.
That's like they'll make videos. That's the truth about Christmas. Did you know that the mistletoe is? And it's like, yeah, we did.
Did you know that if you are good, Santa will bring you toys? However, there is a sinister, darker side if you are bad, as you will receive coal.
Children are punished for being bad by this saintly figure, and you're like, bruh, it's not that deep. I mean, unless it's Krampus, then
Yeah.
it's that deep.
But remember,
I'm getting a
children,
sense of
coal
humor.
is good for your skin.
That's true. Yeah, these kids, maybe Santa's just kind of saying like, yo,
These
y'all got bad
kids.
skin.
With their healthy
Yeah.
elasticity still in their skin.
I mean, they're growing acne, right?
I was gonna say maybe as a
the
child,
puberty kids,
if
okay.
you apply coal to your face as a child, it'll fight acne in your teenage years.
I just
Yeah.
know part of the reason that we start to wrinkle is the elasticity in our skin starts to wear off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're telling me I'm just not Gumby anymore?
The fact that we are born so stretchy and just slowly become less stretchy.
It's got Gumby vibes, I'm telling you.
Like, why can't I be always stretchy?
You just can't. You can't.
I would like to file a complaint about that. I would like to be stretchy for all eternity.
If you successfully file a complaint about the biology of skin elasticity, let me know, because I would also like to file a complaint with that very same entity about a lot of things.
Well, we gotta start with skin elasticity, handle the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
problems first.
I've got a couple other problems I argue are bigger. But
Oh, then skin elasticity? What plight could plague humanity worse than that?
migraines.
Oh,
I
My
want to
menstrual
know,
cycle I don't need
speaking-
anymore. Just
speaking
how it
of
works in general.
skin elasticity, by this
Mm-hmm.
logic, should Mr. Fantastic not have impeccable perfect skin?
I would say
With no wrinkles.
I would say no, only because he wasn't born with that power. He got it.
He wasn't born
and
stretchy.
I would say he should not get new wrinkles.
Yeah. So
But-
can Mr. Fantastic age? I mean, I guess like his internal body would age, but would his skin age?
No, I think his skin should stop aging. His hair, like the skin pigment, or not the skin pigment, the pigmentation in his hair and stuff should all like fade away. But
Sure.
I do agree with you. As far as his skin goes, it should just never, the wrinkles he has are the wrinkles he should die with.
That would be unsettling if he was like 100 years old, like gray or like white hair, but he's just like has the skin of a 35-year-old.
He's like 40s, I thought.
I don't know. He's old enough to be president, but probably doesn't have grandchildren.
How old is Richard Reeds? I know that he's a science. I don't care about that.
Well, actually, the question is really how old is he when he gets his powers?
Either way, the answers I'm getting right now, it's just like Reed states that he's 18 years old, and I'm like, that is not what I am looking for, or it's a filthy lie. That man already has salt and pepper hair by the time.
Look, he's a really smart scientist. That's stressful. He got premature grays.
Oh, sorry. First of all, why did you not correct me that his name is not Richard Reeds? It's Reed Richards.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. Look, I don't know anything about the Fantastic Four beyond that he's stretchy.
You started this conversation. Okay.
He's stretchy. The other guy's on fire. One's invisible and the other's a rock.
So he was 35 when he got his powers. He's currently 50.
That was my shot in the dark.
You said 30 something. People's hair ages slower in my world, okay? My mother will be 50 next year and still does not have any white hairs, and she is so mad about this. she has been wanting.
Really?
Yeah, she has been wanting white hair since my oldest was born, which was 12 12 years ago. Yeah, so she was like 35 when my oldest was born, and she wanted white hair, and everyone was like, no, you're in our family, you're too young to start getting white hair. And she has been angry about my father getting salt and pepper in his beard, and then now he's getting some white hairs in his hair, and he like taunts her about it, and now she will be 50 next year and she still won't have, or she
Well,
still doesn't have it.
maybe if she had Mr. Fantastic powers, she could be stretchy.
Help her with her hair.
No,
She
there's
has
a woman in my
Another
family
stretchy
start-
person,
considered
Elastigirl from
just
The
going
Incredibles.
to the hair salon and getting her hair turned gray, like artificially doing it.
Yeah, Elastigirl in theory was born with her powers. Therefore, she
Yeah, so like
should
she should
have
never
no
have
wrinkles at all. She should, which I mean, I
Ever.
guess in the movies she doesn't, that we
I
can
don't
really
actually
see.
think she does. No.
So, you know,
See,
if
and it's
Pixar
Pixar, so
picked
they
up on
probably
that,
paid attention to that.
if they paid attention
I
to that,
think they
kudos
did.
Pixar.
I'm
Be
pretty
like,
sure they did.
No, she should
because
have pristine,
They pick up on that.
stretchy
yeah.
skin.
Let's see,
And
the
like
woman in my
Mr.
family, we
Invincible
got
has
great.
wrinkles. So
Mm-hmm.
sorry, what, Mimi?
No, I'm just saying like that. The women in my family, we get white hair at like 19, 20.
Chris has had white in his beard since the beginnings of our marriage. So
Yeah.
I like to tease my mom. I'm like, you always said I would give you white hair. Where is it? It's like you lied to me. Actually, my grandmother just recently started graying. And well, I say recently, it's a southern recently, where it's been within like the past 5-6 years. And she turns 70 soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I say soon, like within the next 5 years, I think. I'm really bad. I remember everyone's age except my grandmother's because she just exists in this like range to where I'm like,
Temporal void.
that doesn't exist. So
At the end of her life, to my grandmother, she had like stark white. It wasn't gray. It was just white hair.
That's my
It was
grandma.
beautiful.
Yeah, just completely, just zero color.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody with no color in my family.
I thought you were about to
because I
say
don't
ever.
remember.
I'm just like, what?
No, it's in my family.
I'm like,
We did
note
have
to
a.
self, people in Tennessee do not age.
To be fair, I'm the first gen Tennessean. The rest of my
Oh,
family's
yeah,
from
that's true.
Michigan. So, a very wait. Scrolling up. There was more than I thought. Okay. Jen accidentally exited. Oh wait, let me take off those banners. There we go. I X'd out of the stream and then had trouble getting back in. Well, we're glad you got back in.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Oh,
If
yeah,
I
think
was X'd out of the
smoldering
stream,
fire.
I would have to be invited back into it as per the rules of this land and my species.
I will be eating and then working on the prep for my poly werewolf story. Remind me about the lawyered vampiring after I catch up on chat.
Lawyered.
I like poly werewolf idea. I had like this idea for a werewolf pack the other night because I was just reading or watching something that had to do with a wolf. And I'm like, I desire to design a werewolf pack that is primarily centered around a specific couple and just their family and extended family, because that's how wolf packs work. It's one couple and then like their kids. And then their kids either choose to stay and bring in mates or they move out and start their own packs. This is how it works. So I'm like, that's how I want to make a pack. And then I thought about it, and Teen Wolf sort of did that with the Hail pack, and I'm like, God, why was Team Wolf so good and so terrible at lore at the same time? I need to plan for point of view. Yay, narrative writing unit. I seriously dislike Twitter, so I'm going to put that in the whip there. Oh, never mind. Decided to read Polly Werewolf fan fiction. Yes, good. My witches brew pasta waters. Toiling away. Yes, toil.
Trouble and Boil?
Yes, that's what it is. It's like Trouble and Boil. I was like, it's something in Boil. I decided for sure on the names of my two main characters now to decide if the story needs to be dual perspective or not. Also, one would think that I know Toil, Trouble and Boil from Shakespeare. No, from Gargoyles.
Isn't it double toil and trouble?
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
Either way, I know it from Gargoyles because the Weird Sisters did it in the Macbeth flashbacks. 7 stops away from my planner. Come on, planner! Just kidding. Says it just arrived. Be back later. Yeah. Very nice 1, 2, 3 words. Sweet. Dinner was accomplished.
Yes,
Nice to actually be able to understand Matt.
Aw.
Mortals just, they don't understand the things.
Yeah, they can't speak it. That's why we need the
one-
subtitles.
I got 195 words written and one more sprint, then I can make pie. Yes. I found
thought that
guided
said
notes for a
spirit.
teacher curriculum site, and I'm making my slides match. Good old ones, first, second, and third person. Oh yeah. My internet is struggle busing. There we go. Okay, I started going gray before I could legally drink, to be fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Elastigirl is a teen in the movies.
She's married with children.
Yeah.
Didn't she have like a
Never
section
mind.
where
I
she-
was
Okay.
confusing her with the. Okay.
I'm like,
No, like the movie starts with her and Bob getting married.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, this is a concerning movie if that's the case.
Is she 18, 19? No, she was thinking
I'm
of
like-
Violet.
Yeah. Because I was just like, oh, her daughter's like 13 or 14.
I like how we both just sort of stopped and we were trying to think if we were misremembering the whole movie. If my hair ever goes stark white, I'm growing it down to my ass.
Very nice.
Oh man, I miss Teen Wolf. Yes. What? What are you talking about? I didn't mention the Omega Verse. I will never write in the Omega Verse. I finished the inside of the house, now for the outside, and then maybe revise a little. Sweet. I had a long Monday with 7th graders. Oh. Is this a good long, a bad long? Okay, Fox is just saying gargoyles. Gargoyles, where's my Let's Talk Gargoyles? The channel doesn't make content for me. Unsub. I would gladly do a Let's Talk Gargoyles. And one of these sections would be why Disney did gargoyles dirty and I cry at night. Because it had such a good story. And they rushed it. What is it you wanted to know about the story? I don't know.
I don't remember what this is in reference to.
Damn it, Matt, you're supposed to be the good
I
brain
know.
when the brain fog is strong.
Look, it's been a transformative weekend.
I meant to write what no Omega Verse is. Annoying that. Yeah. They should like.
Word.
There was. I think it was toward the end of my Skype days where Skype changed it so you could edit your like comment within the first couple hours and then it was like permanent. So that like you
That's
could
smart.
edit typos and stuff, but then you couldn't like erase evidence of your heinous
Yeah.
actions. Polly Werewolf Star. Oh, I just thought that was cool. Or maybe I wanted to know more I don't know. When I ask for more information, I'll take any information you have. I'm not thinking of anything specifically. Bad long. Oh, a
Ooh.
fight almost broke
Ooh.
out in my room. I am RSP, so all of my students have IEPs, mostly dyslexia and ADHD. Ha, the room I should have been in, maybe. The dyslexia is strong with me. That would be okay with me. Y'all, my dyslexia had me tripping so hard. Somebody posted one of their pictures that they wanted to use for the thumbnails in the Storytellers Hearth. Well, since I'm one of the admins, I noticed that the book they were holding, the spine was mirrored, right? Probably because they took it with a front mirror or something. And I was like, hey, do you mind if I suggest that you flip it so it's easier for people to read? Well, they were taking a little while to get back to me, and I was staring at it. And the longer I stared at it, I was like, is it mirrored? Because I could read it clearly.
Yeah.
I just knew that the letters were backwards. And I'm like, is it or isn't it mirrored? And they were like, no, Sam, it's mirrored. So
And then you look away from the image and your entire room is mirrored. Just,
I think Sam said something about lawyer werewolf. Oh, yes, I said to remind me about the lawyer werewolf because I have a story to share.
Lawyer werewolf.
Okay, no, lawyer vampire.
Lawyer vampire.
So Cody sent me this TikTok where this person asked their two lawyer friends. They were like, with a landlord lease, if a vampire was a landlord, would they still need permission from the tenant to enter? And both the lawyers said yes, because under the context of the lease, the tenant is currently the resident owner. So the vampire would still need the resident's permission to enter.
I would think that would, that tracks for me. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
love that lawyers
if a vampire were to become a real estate mogul, just because they own the property doesn't mean that they can go into all these houses.
Yeah.
Okay, but also though, for the sake of story, a vampire that's a real estate mogul, and that's how he just gets all his victims, is they just buy houses from him, or I'm sorry, they rent houses from him,
and of course,
I don't have to be invited in.
No, see, they'd welcome them in the first time or for the first inspection.
That's true as well. Yeah, a vampire that gets into real estate. All right, someone write that.
I didn't get that because my internet's been extremely.
I said I just said a vampire that gets into real estate. Someone write that.
Matt, that's your next flash fiction. Doesn't matter what our prompt is. That's just what you're
Sci-fi romance, you say? Vampire that does real estate, I say.
No, it's an alien race that happens to require nutrients found in human blood to survive.
Sure. And they're weak to our sun, but on their planet, their sun's fine.
Yeah.
It's just our sun that really messes with them. And running water, because they've
got the red sun of Krypton.
Yeah, they've got the red sun of Krypton. Superman and vampires are actually just the same thing. That's all he is.
No, I think you heard right, Sam. The whole flip thing sounds like the start of a creepy. And Matt continued it as a creepypasta.
After the letters began to flip to normal, the person holding the book then winked at you through the picture.
I do remember that. I used to watch religiously Are You Afraid of the Dark? And the vampire episodes were the ones that terrified me the most. Yeah. They're horrible.
Speaking of spooky things to watch and read, the Nostalgia Train Book Club is hosting a Steinoween, which it's only October 2nd, y'all. You have an entire month if you want to participate. You go to the bingo board generator and it generates your prompts, and then you read books by R.L. Stein and see how many prompts the book fulfills. But you don't need a book per square like I thought you did. Don't do what I did. Just have a book and see how many squares it fills. It's trippy for me because I was obsessed with the Goosebumps TV show, but because the library was so far away from where we live as a kid, it was like a really rare event to go to the library.
Yeah.
So I didn't read a lot of Goosebumps. But like I was listening to the book Say Cheese and Die, and as it goes through it, I'm like, I've seen this episode.
remember. Yeah. Oh my
Goosebumps is
God.
awesome.
So it's like this weird
Yeah.
nostalgic trip down memory lane for these books I never read because I've seen them.
I'm really excited for the Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
It's Mike Flanagan's new show, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Vampire
I'm a
Line
fangirl,
Cook.
I'm a fangirl.
No,
Is
the
it?
comment.
Yeah, the
Line
vampire
Cook?
like it might be. I may add that to my notes.
I love the idea of a vampire line cook that works at like an Olive Garden. And
Hold on, Matt. Let me find my notes and I'll tell you all about this vampire.
Because I'm
story
imagining
who can't
them like
vampire.
having to put on like latex gloves to cut the garlic, and their coworkers are like, "Why are you doing that?" And he's just like, "Don't worry about it."
It's like, don't even. It's fine. It's fine.
They're like, "Can you prepare the steak?" And he goes, "The what?"
The what? I just recently reorganized everything. So okay, no, there's 4 roommates in a border house. A vampire who's bad at vamping, immortaling, and romancing, but is a line cook, also bad at that, unsure how they still have a job. There's the manic pixie, literally a manic pixie, madly in love with the vampire, but the vampire has no idea. And then there's a hunter who's the best hunter ever. Like, no monster has survived them, but they feel so bad for the vampire because they're just so bad at being a vampire. And then there's a human allergic to everything that they all just adore. So, that is the story idea that Chat and I have workshopped.
That's
that
fantastic.
we may now add the vampire landlord to the list. And they have to save their poor allergic human from the vampire landlord. But like the human has to like the vampire landlord, because otherwise we have no reason for the hunter to not have just disposed of them already.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to saying omniscient over and over again tomorrow. I can never say it right, but good example for the kids that even adults mispronounce words. That's fair.
Yeah.
The vampire who can't vampire are all real estate mogul, and he's like, well, if we make do we want the real estate vampire to be a good guy or our villain?
Villain.
We have to decide on that.
I vote villain.
Well, Matt
You know,
votes
the
villain, and it
ironic
was
thing is
his
the book
idea.
I'm reading right now has a vampire real estate agent. Actually.
Yes. I have to trip Mimi. If I don't remember that book exists when I'm done with Steinoween, metaphorically hit me over the head with it.
Yeah,
That
she
I
like
remember to read.
flirts. She flirts with a poltergeist. It's this one. It's this one. For anybody
No,
interested.
so-
Yeah.
Yes. The I seriously dislike my computer. I got booted out of here. I'm sorry. Stop fighting us, computer. World building. Werewolves live in packs that are like established cities. The one in my book is in Colorado/Wyoming. Mythics are known, but generally stay separate from humans. Fair. Oh, I'm just severely allergic. Sorry to everything. Saw a thing on Facebook the other week that was like, biggest flex in fantasy is a fairy inviting a
Oh my god.
We've got a mini pixie fairy living with the... One day I'm going to write this story and I'm going to have so much fun with it. Story, MC moves to the town not knowing it's a werewolf pack, becomes imprinted with the 3 alphas, then gets targeted by a jealous ex of one of the alphas, planning 2-3 books. Fair. Because the vampire is trying to eat the fairy, and the fairy is using the old world hospitality rules against the vampire. Well, no, see, in this case, then the vampire has the upper hand because the fairy is indebted to be, the fairy has to be a good host. And what good host wouldn't offer their blood to the vampire? That deadly hospitality. See, as long as the vampire doesn't ask for it, they're being a polite guest. We need to do our next sprint so I don't forget. Where's my screen? There it is. Don't mind me just losing absolutely everything. No, it's not full screen. Where'd the tab go? Okay. The real estate vampire can pretend to be our hapless hero to try and eat the human, and Hunter Dude is like, no. Vampire. He pretends to get hit by a car, and the human like brings them in, and they're like, oh, they got hurt, and like, so I brought them into the house so that they could rest and stuff. And the hunter just looks at them, and the real estate mogul like sees the hunter's insignia on the coat, and the hunter's just like, don't even try it.
I'm loving the idea of the vampire getting hit by a car, but then just like has vampire strength, so the car just like explodes on impact, and then and then the vampire then just goes, ow, ow, oh, oh no, my knee.
I don't need a hospital. I just if you could
I just need like a futon to crash on.
Just a cup of water. I'm parched. The vampire who's bad at vampiring is like, we've got like blood water, which is really watered down blood because they don't like the taste of blood. I love writing vampires and miss it so much. My fave scene of my comic Coffin Bed is the human drinking her coffee as her vampire girlfriend drinks her. Oh yeah, that's a cute one. Y'all should go read it on Tina's website.
The vampire that sucks at vampiring is like trying to eat liver to like try to build up a tolerance for the blood. Like having liver and onions, and it's just.
I know I have to, but I just don't want to.
Pangina's nose.
Count us down. His turn to count.
Yeah.
It's
me?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Can we repeat? I apologize.
What was that?
I forgot to mute the desktop, and so it was reverb between the desktop
I
and
was gonna say that was
because
the "And We're Back" remix. The "And We're Back" club remix.
and we're back.
And we're and then bass drop. Someone in chat, make this.
So
Make the "And We're Back" dubstep club remix.
Matt has grand plans. I've lost the chat.
I dropped the teeth. I was like, I can't do it anymore.
Yep.
You lasted longer than Myth, although Mytholum you had it rough.
Did you? Actually. I don't know. You're back.
I think the time added up would be longer, yes. Even
All right, well,
if
we
you...
gotta keep this stream going for 2 more hours.
Not a chance.
Oh wait, we have one more sprint. Shit, I closed that tab. I didn't mean to.
No,
It's
please.
fine. It's fine. I'll just go reopen the tab. Chat, how did you do? You two tell chat how you did while I...
I think I set a
Decided to
personal
set a
record. 7:46.
Nice. You should keep
Nice.
track of a record somewhere.
Yeah.
In
I
your
swear,
notes.
now that I have a job where I type for 9 hours a day, I'm a much faster typer because I type daily.
That would make sense. Also, note that was a 20-minute sprint, and the previous one was a 30. So
I think this last one was 30 as well.
no,
Yeah.
it was 20. Was it 30?
No, it was 30.
Yeah, it was 30.
It was 30.
I didn't want to say anything because I kind of wanted to do a 30-minute sprint.
Do you two want to do a 30-minute for our last one too?
I'm open to it.
I would not be opposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of grinding right now. And I have to be at work early tomorrow, but you know what? Who cares? Yeah, I have to go to work early because I am getting my forklift certification. So
I like how
Nice.
I just randomly did a 30 instead of 20, and not a person was like, "Hey, Sam, did you mean to do that?" They're just like, "Nah, Sam's doing what she wants," which fair.
Yeah, no, tomorrow I have to go in and spend half my day taking classes and then passing my forklift exam.
Sweet.
No, I'm not excited for it because little known fact about me, I don't like to drive things. I don't like
Fair.
driving. I don't like driving cars. I don't like driving boats. I don't like driving bicycles. I don't like driving electric pallet jacks. So I don't think I'm gonna like driving a forklift either.
But what if you get in the forklift and you're like, "Oh, the power I have."
That's the
Use
problem.
Oh,
That's the problem, Sam.
Ah.
That is in fact the issue. I do not like the power that I wield in my hand.
But I see. I thrive on it.
Instead of the, oh, I could kill someone with this, it's, oh my god, I could kill someone with this.
For me, it's not more I could kill someone with this. It's more like, try me.
I mean, don't get me
Fuck
wrong.
you up.
I do see that, yeah, it is kind of cool that I'm going to be able to legally drive a forklift now. But the fear.
But it's a lot of, with great power comes great responsibility. I get it. Dude, I don't yet know, as there is no plot. there's
I don't
just
know
a
where
cast
my
of
head's at.
characters.
I think I'm in writing mode and not reading mode because I read that as, do they ever get married? I just have
No.
murder in my head at all times.
I think I have plans for Eric to die before he gets married, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still toying with the idea of whether or not I will kill him in the novel.
I mean, you gotta have a mer wedding.
Well, there might be a mer wedding. He's got
Yeah,
12
no, that's
sisters.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
if this
It doesn't
dude
have to
get
be him, but
married?
someone needs to have a wedding so they
Bruce!
can get mer married.
He has to go to Bruce's mer wedding. For the record, I was neither playing tactic nor reading. This is in reference to the fact I sent her a Snapchat and told her to stop abandoning me on days she's not on screen with me. Like you can come in the chat and you can
missed
play
my
tactic
teeth.
or read webtoons.
You missed my teeth. Come on. You gotta show patience.
I got 254 words written. That means I can have pie next spring. Yes.
Yay!
I finally finished that house. Now I can maybe find 59 words from my short story. Sweet.
Pick them at random.
Yeah, just
You'll be done so
or
fast.
there. Finished my slides for point of view and my math class, decimals, and finished building a piece of furniture I started building earlier. I recently, thanks to Mimi, have learned that there's what was it? First person something?
First person referral.
Yeah, first person referral. Yeah. So first person referral is when
That's when you get a discount.
the story is when the story is being told from first person perspective and they're like telling it directly to the reader. Whereas second person would technically be like third person, but the narrator talks to you every now and then. Yeah, first person referral is which I had always just thought that was second person.
No, second person is like
both.
Yeah,
But-
second person is the reader is the protagonist. It's always like
Yeah.
you do this, you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
second
part of why I
person.
hate second person. Yeah, because I'm just like, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, see, that's me. I'm like, how
I'm
dare
like-
you?
I'm like, you don't know me.
Don't you talk to me that way.
You're like, you go and
don't
investigate
know
the
me.
mysterious noise. No, I don't.
No.
I say that's
Hold
not
on.
my business.
Am I investigating this noise without a knife? Because that's not going to happen.
No, I don't know what this says about me, but every time I hear a mysterious noise, and this has not changed now that I like don't live in a house and instead just live in a condo. If I hear a mysterious noise in the middle of the night, never investigate ever.
It depends.
It
on
is
the
always-
circumstances. Like when I'm home alone and I think I hear something walking upstairs and my children are in school, I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like as long as it stays upstairs, no.
Every time I hear
If
like
it starts coming downstairs, then I may investigate.
like literally
but I'm
last
like,
night I
I
heard
don't
like
need to know.
rustling in my room, and like it happened. It wasn't one of those where it's like, oh, like a piece of plastic blowing in the fan, because it happened like once and then didn't happen again. But I'm just like I was in bed and I'm just like, that's none of my business, actually.
I have a firm belief that if the ghostesses have decided to be active while I'm home and alone, I'm gonna respect their space. They respect
Yeah.
my
We're
space.
on the same page with this. If there's a ghost in my house, that's not my business. The
But if
ghosts
my
can do what they
children
want.
are home and I hear something, then I have to get up with the knife to investigate.
I think that is fair. I don't have
But
children.
if it's just me,
But
no.
yeah, if there was someone in my home that I felt the need to protect,
Yeah.
I might go investigate. If it's just me, like,
And let me tell you,
Hey.
sometimes when I get up in the middle of the night to like go check on something, and then all of the cats are like sitting there staring at the same in
Yeah.
the same direction, but like I look over and I'm like, nope.
and like people
I
will be
wasn't
like,
invited to this party.
people will
I'm
be
gonna
like, Matt, what if it's a murderer there to kill you? And I'll be like, they'll see that I'm sweet and nice and won't kill me.
that's why the knife is by me.
Yeah, they'll break into my room and be like, I'm here to kill you, and I'll be like, come on.
I
And they'll
need
be
to
like,
get you a bed knife, Matt, so that you.
oh, I have a bed
You have a
knife.
bed
I'm
knife?
just
Okay, good.
I have actually several bed knives and a bed softball
as
bat.
That's like my husband needed to open a package and he's like, "Hun, where's your knife?" And I'm like, "Which one?" And then he like grabs one of my knife out of my basket and I'm like, "No. If you're opening a package, use this one." And I like grab my other one by the bed and he's like, "Oh, okay."
I
I'm
think
like,
what it would take though for me to actually like have the bed knife be useful is if someone like kicked in my front door and before they came into my bedroom, I heard them be like, "All right, let's go into his bedroom and kill him in 1 minute."
Matt
Like
Fox.
then I'd be like, "All right, let's get the bed knife."
Matt Fox says he's like, "Oh shit, I'm making a FFFA prompt required second person. Suffer for me." Matt, if we ever have to do, I vow that we start DMing each other to plot our revenge. We can lose based solely on not following the prompts, but we must get vengeance.
If
And
I have to write in
great
second
ideas
person,
on how to
just
get vengeance.
let it be known that I will consistently throughout the draft say, "You do this," parentheses, or you don't. I don't know you. You have free will. You can do what you like.
I actually really love second person. It's like a fun
Really?
POV that you don't see. Yeah, you don't see it often. So
The
it's
only
like
time
very
I've ever like
experimental.
remotely enjoyed it is in a literal choose your own adventure book.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
In which case, I'll just be like, this dumbass.
I will say for Mimi and other people who like enjoy second person, I don't dislike it to the point where I'm like, it shouldn't exist. It's just
Oh no,
I know me.
I have nothing against it existing.
And I don't want to
it's just
write
not
it.
for me.
So Fox, if you make me write it, just know that you are risking me writing possibly one of what you will consider the cringiest second person romances ever. You think
That's a
my
great
lines
idea.
are bad? Just you wait, motherfucker.
You're gonna make me write second person? Guess it's smut. Now we're both having a bad time.
We must band together to get our revenge. There's much we can do. Like I said, and that's different than what you normally do. Look, I have been a very good. I've been. I was to say good girl. No, I've been a very good Sam. And I have only written smut for a flash fiction prompt once.
I wonder.
And that,
like, genuinely, I wonder if second person smut exists. And if there's a market for that.
Okay. There is.
Is there a market for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A lot of
interesting.
A lot of like smutty web novels are in either first or second person. So
I would understand first person.
And first referential. Now that I know what that is. I would argue there is more of a market for first referential than third person.
First referential smut, that's just gossip at that point. Like, and therefore I understand the market for it, because yeah, that's just gossip. That's just, you will not believe the night I had last night. Let me tell you, over some chips and salsa and margaritas. Like, that's what that is.
All right, let's see what chat has been like, how they've done and everything while we've been talking about our smut revenge. Our smut vengeance. Got 700 words. I'm at a scene that I've been itching right for a long time, so it's becoming super easy right now. That phrasing right after what we were talking about. I am so sorry, RP, but I am very happy for you and your ease of writing. I may have murdered Matt. He's turning into a cherry. I spent a few minutes finding an old opening that the "And We're Back" remix reminded me of. It's the old Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yo, the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening is so good.
And we're back. It's time to stream. Also, I was just filling out some info for my book. Sweet. Second person is choose your own adventure or directions. Yeah. Well, to be fair, most of the time in directions, they don't use pronouns. They're just like, put the nail in the thing. So probably because of people like me They'll be like, combine, or you should combine part A and B, and I'll be like, but should I, motherfucker?
Yeah, no, exactly. If directions use a you, I am immediately defensive. Like, who put you in charge, huh?
I will say there is an exception for if there's an actual person who's just like, yeah, and now we put like these two pieces together. I'm like, right.
But no, if it's like a disembodied recipe and they're just like, and then you dice the shallot, I'm like, the hell I will.
I'll eat the shell whole.
Guess we're ordering DoorDash now,
I'm
recipe.
sorry, Mimi.
Yeah, Sam, I
You have
think
to
we
put
are
up with
just
us.
I think we're just insubordinate. I think is the issue here. That's our issue with second person.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm like, let me see. Hang on. You
A
go
lot
ahead
of people like second person because it's immersive. It's too it's immersive in the wrong way for me.
No.
How dare you assume I'm
But also sometimes it's how dare you assume I'm that smart? Because sometimes the main character will like make a choice and I'm like, I wouldn't have thought of that. Don't assume I would have.
Though, I do have to say the exception that proves the rule for me is I just finished a series of unfortunate events, like all 13 books, and they are written in second person. But Lemony Snicket is so polite that he's it's like I can't get mad at him. And he'll be like, and instead of saying, well, you wouldn't believe this, he's like, and then there's this thing that, oh, people like you and I certainly wouldn't do this. And I'm like, Lemony.
Yeah, like he's putting himself in with me. He's just one of the guys.
Wait. How is Lemony Snicket second person? Oh, like I thought he was
talks
like
to the reader.
Wouldn't that be first person?
That's first person referral. Yeah.
No,
so he uses I.
No, he doesn't use I. Well, he
doesn't use I.
So it's a mix because he's telling the story of the Baudelaires, and that is in third person. And then every now and then he will break away from the story to make a comment to the reader using you. And occasionally he will also say you and I. But when he says you and I, it's not actually part of the story that he's telling.
But is the you like you doing action, or is it like a you may be thinking this? I don't know why I did a jig for that.
It's not you doing action. He's not telling you what you're doing.
So second person is the you doing like the action. You, the reader, are the protagonist.
Never mind. I still hate second person.
So yeah, for the second person, the you must verb.
That's like first person referential, probably. I love a bitch gossiping to me, like Matt said.
Yeah, no, first person referential, I am cool with. That's gossip.
Never mind. Me and second person.
That's like you're at the water cooler hearing a rumor. That's fine.
The only second person I like is when I'm actually playing a video game. And even then, I sass the motherfuckers so hard.
Yeah, save second person for RPG.
They're like I'm playing bot one, and they're like, man, I can't believe you went and did that. And I'm like, you better believe it, motherfucker.
Or like playing a Pokemon game and where they're like, they give you like the yes or no prompt where it's like, do you want a Pokemon? And you go, no. And they go, come on. And I'm just like, I'm my own man. I have free will.
No,
Game stops here.
Video game. When you hear a mysterious noise, I ask, what the fuck is that? Is the cat doing now? If it's a ghost, they can pay rent. I wish. I missed something, but another vampire. Yes. The original inhabitant of the vampire's house is now a ghost, not killed by our MC, who refused to move on because it's dedicated to helping the line go be a better.
It's just like a sweet grandma.
Hold on. I have. Yes. Hold on.
She's like, oh, honey, you're doing the best you can.
Additional characters. Villain. Vampire.
Or it's not a grandma. Alternatively, it's like a Revolutionary War ghost.
No more Confederate ghosts and vampires.
No, I said Revolutionary War. He's a British redcoat.
All right, that's a new one. That is.
Yeah.
How do you spell real estate?
This modern line cook comes home and he just hears "Tally ho!"
Matt, how do you spell realistic?
REAL
Yeah, it is.
ESTAT.
It feels like it shouldn't be that,
EST.
I think, but it is that.
I tried A, and the spell check thing was like, ma'am, that's not in the English language. And I was like, how do I spell it? Okay, so vampire, real estate mogul, villain, almost taken out quotations. Nope, the quotation doesn't go there. There we go. By Truck Coon.
I forgot about
Human
that.
saves them, offers to bring them inside to rest.
I think we're dangerously close to just writing what we do in the shadows.
Shh. This will be different, but it will definitely fit in the same genre.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is definitely a different story. Vibe, however, is comparable.
Original house owner's ghost. Revolutionary redcoat. Says tally ho whenever someone comes home. Dedicates their afterlife to helping vampire be a better vampire. Okay.
He's asking for dating advice, and he's just like, "What is your dowry? What lands does your family hold?"
That petticoat she is wearing is scandalous. Maybe a romance novelist from like 100 years ago who tried to get.
Okay, we're in the same wavelength here.
Also wrote romance in downtime. Advice super outdated. I have to make sure that I get all the notes. This RP. Good night for those heading to bed. And for Spice, we'll write it in first person referential. I don't know from whose perspective yet. The hunters. It has to be the hunters because the hunter is the only competent character who knows what's going on. First person. I'm gonna have more notes on this thing than my novel. Potential hunter POV. Sardonic narrative. There. You know, sometimes I have a good idea every now and then.
Aww.
When I inevitably write and publish this book, the dedication will just have everyone's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like dedicated to chat for brainstorming everything with me. When I inevitably draft it, I'll only be able to draft it during streams.
Yeah.
I can't work on it by myself. When you said spice, I was like, spicy smut from the hunter? It's not off the table, but it's not the intention. The hunter is also the only one who has the skills to investigate such things. Yeah, see, that's what.
Yeah.
Like their friend drops by. It's like I haven't really heard about you doing anything in the past 2 years. And the hunter's like, I've had my hands full. Like, what is this, a wayward house for supernaturals? Apparently.
Of sorts.
It's like, just don't let the ghosts know that you're having problems in your love life. He will follow you and try to coach you.
One of the characters like microwaves some tea, and you just hear, "Did you microwave tea?" And then a ghost cannon shot.
The microwave explodes. Oh, the
I was like,
can. Yes.
yeah,
that's even
ghost
better.
can. Just, poof.
We're going like, what's the those cartoons? Not Looney Tunes. It was like the other version, Wacky Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
It had
Tiny
like
Toons?
no, it had the buggy and the groovy ghost. Oh god, what was it? Boomerang. The boomerang ones.
This is going over my head.
Hold on. Give me a moment, youngling.
Yeah, like
I didn't mean for that to sound as derisive as it came out. I'm sorry, Matt.
you go. You know what? And then just remove me from the stream.
No. Groovy Ghost Investigator. It was. What is it was the ghost version of Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo is the ghost version of Scooby-Doo. What?
No, hold on. I will find it. The ghost version of Scooby-Doo boomerang cartoons. Other fellow people of good ages, assist me.
Are they still making new Scooby-Doo anywhere? I know they made the Velma show, but that didn't seem like the vibe. Scooby-Doo is so good.
Boomerang cartoons. Let's just look that up and see what we got. There was... Oh, he's not on there. What were the race... that race called? The wacky races? Oh my god, I hate my brain fog right now. Okay, the wacky races is one of the things I was thinking of. It's got like the Baron and Penelope. But that's not what I was looking for. Oh, it is like on the tip of my tongue. And I was going to start our sprint, but I am dedicated to this right now. We're just going to go a little long today.
Yeah, I'm looking for current. Wow, there's not.
No,
currently...
it's not.
Oh, I know it's not current. We're on different missions.
Oh, okay. We're on different missions.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's like an active Scooby-Doo show right now.
Okay, hold on.
Which it seems
Wacky
like it is not.
Racers characters. Let me see if I can find it that way. Because the Wacky Races just like combined a bunch of
Yeah. Currently, the only Scooby-Doo property in active production is the Velma TV show.
Who's that ghost? He's like a Confederate ghost, and whenever he describes things, he goes, "It's wild, it's crazy, it's ridiculous even." It's like his thing is he lists 3 things and then he goes even. He was on the Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Bummer sure. No, they didn't have a dog. The ghost was their dog, I think.
This is one of those instances where it doesn't even
Hanna-Barbera! That's the word I want.
It doesn't even seem like vaguely familiar to me. Like a lot of times when I can't remember something, I'm like, oh no, like when someone starts talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's okay, yeah. I've yet to achieve that with this one.
This is probably before your time. Like the cartoon is actually from The Funky Phantom, like the 60s.
The Funky Phantom.
The Funky Phantom. Oh, they do have a dog though. But yeah, no, it's the Funky Phantom.
I'm gonna Google him.
Yeah. Fox said you're describing me, not a cartoon. No, Fox, let me tell you, every time you do that, I think of the Funky Phantom. Like look up the Funky Phantom clips. But yeah.
Okay, this is
It was-
Scooby Doo from an alternate universe.
Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo Where Are You clone with a trio of teenagers. Oh, no, he's a Revolutionary War era ghost. So he's literally what we were talking about.
Yeah,
Except he was in a red coat. But yeah.
Oh,
I'm
they
glad
did-
we all
they did a
found the
crossover.
Funky Phantom at the same time. Yeah, and like Wacky Racers was a crossover between like a lot of Hanna-Barbera properties. And they just
I do love that they're
raced.
both like this and Scooby Doo are both owned by Hanna-Barbera. Like they were like, wow, Scooby Doo's awesome. What if we did it again? They're like, should we change something? And they're like, barely.
But this time let's add an actual ghost who is but see the ghost or like in the Funky Phantom, the ghost is cowardly and the dog is a little mischievous dick.
They were like, because I'm looking at the poster, and from the looks of it, all they did was they went, what if Velma was a Revolutionary War ghost? And they're like, yeah, no, that's a totally different show. Print it.
Well, thank you all for spending the past like 10 minutes helping me remember the Funky Phantom. I was like, it's not the groovy ghost, but that's all I can think of. Fucking word approximation dyslexia. But yeah, the Funky Phantom that was one of my favorite crime fighting things as a kid, and it was solely because of the Phantom.
The Funky
And the
Phantom sounds like a sequel to the Monster Mash.
It does. or the person who sings the Monster
Yeah.
And now presenting the Monster Mash by the Funky Phantom. But yes, and that's how he talks too. Like his cadence is like,
Yeah.
wobbly.
Whoa. You know how ghosts talk for some reason.
Let's run, get out of here, escape even.
Everyone knows that ghosts are
Love
constantly
them.
tripping down the stairs.
Yes. But yeah, so
Mystery solved.
I highly recommend that if you don't spend the final sprint working, just looking up Funky Phantom clips.
I'm tempted because I want to work, but also I do want to know about the Funky Phantom.
All right, Matt, spend half of the sprint working, and then
I can have
the other
Funky
half.
Phantom clips as my
Funky Phantom.
background noise while I work.
All right. Oh, right. I accidentally exited it, so now I gotta select it again. Nope, that's the wrong button. For some reason on this computer, I click the settings a lot instead of present. And I don't know why. They don't look anything alike, except they all start with S, but that normally does not trip me up.
Ooh, cauldron timer.
Yes. This one, I think this one and the last one were made by Laura.
Nice.
All right. Oh, also, like I said, I love that we all found it at the same time. We were all like, this motherfucker. I saw that next to the goober one, but didn't remember what you were looking for, so I didn't think that was fair. It was before all of your time. To be fair, it was before my time, but when does that ever stop me from knowing a thing? Because
I mean,
I'm
when you're immortal. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I had to open a new tab to look up how to spell a word, and then I lost my playlist, and I was like, "Go! Where did it go?" I have to pause you. So that was our last sprint of the night. I am on page 6, so that means I've done like 4 pages tonight of critique.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
I did 503.
Losing steam or distracted by Funky Phantom?
Losing steam.
Did you look up Funky Phantom?
I did not. That'll
Send
be
me a video.
tomorrow during work.
That's
After
fine.
my forklift training, I'll watch some Funky Phantom.
Right, I've got a video prepared for you. I'd sent it to Fox. He also knew because he was a fan of the Wacky Races, so he knew a Funky Phantom. But all right, everybody, if you want to let us know how you did, we got to do so very quickly because we have we're at 3 hours and 10 minutes, and I normally try to stay under 3 hours, but we wanted long sprints tonight.
This
so.
is an extended edition.
Extended edition. Fox, I need a new thumbnail that says extended edition on it.
Honestly,
Please, thank you.
okay, a little bit though. I do like that idea of like once a month you have an extended edition with longer sprints.
Well, I shall think about this unofficial official request that you have. I shall consider it because I don't mind, but I don't mind going longer than 3 hours. The thing is that it gets late, and a lot of my audience starts to go to bed around this time. So
that is fair.
Plus, like when people look at them on the rewatch and they see the ones that are longer than 3 hours.
That's a good point.
Like,
and also,
through that.
Normally I don't have this much energy this late at night. But I think it's because I haven't slept well for the last 2 days, so I think I'm approaching slap happiness.
I'm pretty sure it's because you became a vampire.
Or it could be that I became a vampire and that this is like morning for me.
Yeah. Transforming does make it hard to sleep.
That could be a factor.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All I did was play with
Tina.
Canva.
Well, that's fair. Made pasta and cold coffee for the week, but my new sheets on my bed and did all the dishes. These streams really helped me get into the productive flow. Oh yeah. I had apple pie, got ready for bed, watched YouTube. Sweet. Got another 700 words that time. Total 1,500 for the night. Getting really into the scene that I'm loving right now. Awesome.
I watched a recipe, or not a recipe. I watched a Master Chef clip where they were all cooking apple pies today, and let me tell you, I really want some apple pie now.
I can make apple pie. We can either buy the store filling and doctor it, or I can just make the apple filling.
You send me said apple pie?
Why? Just come to the writer's retreat.
I am. That doesn't help me now.
There you go. I can't help that. But I make them year round, so
I think I need to just buy an apple pie tomorrow.
Here, we'll get in a call and I'll teach you how to bake one. Don't buy them. They don't put seasoning in them.
I don't have time to make an apple pie.
Yes, you do. It'll be fine.
I do. But I don't want to make an apple pie. I just want to eat an apple pie.
Fine, eat your bland pie from
I
the
read
store.
The Little Red Hen and learned nothing.
All right. Go ahead and say your outro. Seasonless apple pie.
All right. I am Matt Hollon, and I like a well-seasoned apple pie, but will settle for a grocery store apple pie in a pinch. And I'm a dark fantasy author, editing my debut dark fantasy novel. I do, however, have my short story, The White Harvester, available for purchase in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology. If you buy The White Harvester, you get 12 other short stories free. It's a bargain. You can buy it on Amazon and other book purchasing sites. There's links hanging out down below, and Tina posted them in the chat because Tina is a real one. You
Yeah.
can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can find me here co-hosting these streams at least once a month.
You want gone? Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Mimi. I'm a dark fantasy and horror writer. I write a lot about death and grief and sad things, and it's fun. You can find me on any of my links down below. They're all down below, and Tina's wonderful, and we all should thank Tina for her unending service.
Many
She's
blessings
amazing.
unto Tina.
Many blessings on Tina.
It's been a while since we did this. Are you ready? And I am writing Mom Samantha Elnasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I also host these streams on Mondays. See, look, she's content with doing that. She's not leaving me.
Yeah.
I miss my cat.
I also host these live streams on Mondays, and you can look forward to more co-host dressing up and stuff for the rest of the month. This will only be Matt's only live stream this month here, but maybe he'll be at the Storytellers Hearth.
That we know of.
And
I hack
my
into one of the other
greatest
streams.
you just host some. Well, we do have some spots open if anybody wants to host. We have some social streams that could use hosts. I have a Discord server. You can go to my Ko-fi down below. Sign up to the $1 tier.
Give him money.
There's a lot of shenanigans that goes on in there. We do a lot of different things. It's a fun time. It's also small, so it's like quiet most of the time. But
And the money will go to a foundation.
yes, that goes to the Save Sam's Butt Foundation, which exists.
The
until
SSB
we get
is a good cause. You gotta donate
very
to the
good
SSB
cause.
gang. You gotta donate to the SSB.
Like even with this giant pillow, my butt is still slightly sore after the stream. So
It's a good cause, everybody. Donate.
donate for the booty. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out.
For the price of 1 cup of coffee a month, you can save Sam.
Sam's ass. Everybody, thanks my lovely co-host. Thank you for my chat mod Tina. Fox is saying something, but I have to wrap up. Thanks for everybody who's been here this long, and for people on the rewatch, I appreciate y'all. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.